Hey guys, in this video, going to be going over a strong moveset build as well as some additional move options that you can slot in on your Nidoking in the Gen 2 games and how you can access these moves. So Nidoking is a poison ground type. This is going to leave it immune to electric, strongly resisting poison, as well as resisting bug fighting rock, and then it's going to be weak to ground, ice, psychic, and water. In terms of its stats, you can't really point to a strong weakness that Nidoking has across its stats, but there also isn't a glaring strength among the numbers. With its attack the highest at 92, special attack at 85, as well as speed, and then HP at 81, defense at 77, and special defense at 75. So going down and taking a look at this mixed sweeper build. Now, Lovely Kiss going to be a tough move to get onto your Nidoking given the fact that this is a New York City Pokemon Center event move. So I'll give you some other options that you can slot into this area. But fortunately, Nidoking has access to a number of different powerful moves. Starting off with move number 1, Earthquake. It is a ground type move, giving it that same type attack bonus on your Nidoking, 100 power, 100 accuracy. And this one is learned through TM26. And TM26 Earthquake can be found on the second floor of Victory Road on this northwestern plateau area. That's where you can pick up that TM. Now, Lovely Kiss, like I said, this is a New York City Pokemon Center event move, causes the target to fall asleep, 75% accurate, but I'm going to give you some other options that you can slot in here. But before doing that, I just quickly want to go over moves 3 and 4. Gives you great coverage with Ice Beam and then either Thunder or Thunderbolt. Ice Beam, 10% chance to freeze the target, 95 power, 100 accuracy, whereas the Thunderbolt, you have the risk-reward trade-off, where Thunder deals more damage at 120 power, 70% accurate, 30% chance to paralyze the target, and it can't miss in rain, whereas Thunderbolt is only a 10% chance to paralyze the target, 95 power, 100 accuracy. And all of these moves are found over at the Goldenrod Game Corner. And Ice Beam as well as Thunderbolt are going to be learned through the Move Tutor in Crystal version. And in Crystal version, after completing the game, a Move Tutor appears in the Goldenrod City Game Corner on Wednesdays and Saturdays. He can teach one of the following moves for 4,000 coin, and that's where you get the Ice Beam and Thunderbolt options. And then also, if you wanted Thunder, that's TM25, which is found over at the Goldenrod Game Corner for 5,500 coin. And it isn't listed on the previous page, but another risk-reward trade-off is you could go TM14 Blizzard over at the Goldenrod Game Corner for 5,500 coin. And then move number 2, I have a few other options that you could slot in here. They're all different kinds of offensive attacks. And the 3 moves I'm going to touch on are Fire Blast, Counter, as well as Shadow Ball. Fire Blast is yet another TM that you can pick up over at the Goldenrod Game Corner. This one's TM38, and it can be purchased for 5,500 coin. And you could also potentially go Shadow Ball, which is TM30, 80 power, 100 accurate, a 20% chance to lower the opposition's special defense. And this would give you a Ghost type move, which would be super effective against Psychics, which can be strong against Nidoking. And the TM for Shadow Ball, TM30, is a prize for defeating the gym leader Morty. And just one other move that I wanted to touch on, and that would be an Egg move Counter. Essentially, if you're hit by a physical attack, then you're going to deal back double damage in return. And Counter is a little bit tricky to get since you would have to chain breed it to get it onto your Nidoking. We can see here Counter through breeding in the Gen 2 games. You'd have to have a Chikorita father that would know Counter. And the Chikorita line would have to learn Counter from the Paris line. And then the Paris line would have to learn Counter through breeding with the Heracross line. So that's how you go about chain breeding that move Counter all the way until you can get it onto your Nidoking. So those are the 3 additional moves that I wanted to touch on here. Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, as well as Counter instead of Lovely Kiss in that move 2 slot if you're unable to get access to that one. And then the item we have is Leftovers at the end of every turn. The holder restores 1/16 of its max HP. And Leftovers can be picked up from a wild Snorlax from a trash bin in the Celadon City restaurant and through repeatable methods trading a wild Clefable or a wild Snorlax from the first gen games over to the Gen 2 games. And that's going to round this one out. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and I'll catch you back here next time.